Hello, Lev. Please give an introduction about yourself.
Um, my name is Lev, and I have made $4,000 for the real world in e-commerce.
In e-commerce. Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
That's crazy. Okay, as a 14-year-old starting out in e-commerce, what was the process there like? Why did you choose to do e-commerce? And why aren't you doing what other kids your age are doing and just going around playing games and whatever else?
Well, listen, it's I started e-commerce kind of randomly. I just I just had a lot of time to do something, and I created a store and made some videos on TikTok, and went viral. And I began to do it more frequently and put it into my habits, into my routine, and it's kind of cool. It feels like a video game, you know. Do
Mhm.
this, do this, do this to make money, like
Yeah.
learn, post videos, improve site, all the things. It's really cool.
Did you learn everything you know about e-commerce through the real world, or did you have prior experience
Uh,
before you joined?
I had a bit of prior experience, but I think I learned a lot from the real world.
Yeah. Explain that some more then. What was it like going through the lessons within the e-commerce campus? How just the whole process of it, how was it?
The lessons are pretty cool. The quizzes are nice. Um, I like the business masters lessons the most, though. I think it's the best campus.
Arno's self-proclaimed best campus.
Yes, yes,
Okay, fair enough.
indeed.
And since you mentioned habits, what does your average day look like then as a 14-year-old doing e-commerce?
Well, I wake up, I go to school, and in school I have like these study periods where you can basically study. But in those times, I basically go to the real world on my iPad and learn and like write everything to the notebook.
Mhm.
Then I continue with school. Then I go from school. I go to the gym. I work out sometime, and then I go home. I work, and then basically go to sleep. Pretty
Okay,
much.
interesting. And yeah, why aren't you playing games and doing what other people your age are doing? What gives you this drive at 14 years old?
Um, I just think that's really like both games and like this stuff making money. It's like goals and it's like challenges. It's very like similar, and I like it because you can actually like profit something from it. And
Mhm,
games, they're just I played them for too long. I think
mhm.
I just feel like done.
Okay, fair
Like
enough.
yeah.
And how did you actually find out about the real world? What led you to join it?
Um. Well, I saw a lot of like videos on TikTok back when I was like watching it a lot. Now not so much. And I didn't really think I would join at first. I thought it was a scam. I thought it was pretty like I thought it was not very profitable. I thought that I could do it by myself, and I started and I had some profit. But joining the real world really like explained a lot to me because from YouTube videos it's not you can't get so much information.
Mhm.
And oh yeah,
Okay.
pretty much that.
And how long did it actually take you to make the money you're making? As in from when
Um,
you opened the store?
um, the first few months were I started making money after like less than a week. I think like 5 days. So
After 5
I
days of opening the store?
yeah, yeah.
Yep. And how long ago was that?
That was back in I'm sorry,
April.
back in
April.
April.
Mhm. So May, June, July, August, September,
So like
about
six
5, 6
months.
months? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough. But again, for a 14-year-old, you made a good amount of money. What do you plan to do with that money?
yeah.
Just reinvest into the business or do something else?
Um, I'm not exactly sure how to reinvest. I'm hiring, not hiring. There's some people reaching out for me from the real world, wanting to do like make me videos, improve my website, all those stuff. I invest some in it, some in like stupid kids stuff, like toys and stuff, like toy
Mhm.
guns. But right now, I didn't do much with it. I just have a lot right now. But it's
Okay.
really nice knowing that you can just spend a lot of money and not like think, can I buy this? I don't know. Can I buy this knife from the store for 50 euro? Will I have money for lunch tomorrow?
Mhm.
It's really comforting.
Right. And what do your parents think about what you're doing? Are they
Um,
happy
I,
with your
yeah,
success and everything you've done?
I think they're quite happy and proud
Mhm.
because this is quite a lot for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What would you
Yeah.
say was the biggest challenge you faced with e-commerce when you were starting out?
Biggest challenge, probably like when it starts good, you get some money, but then for some time, especially if you're doing just organic, no paid ads, on TikTok, you don't get a viral video, and it can be very demotivating. And for like a month or two, I think month in like July, I even stopped for some time for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
So yeah.
For people who are starting out with e-commerce and they're thinking they're worried if it'll work or not, what kind of what would you say would be useful advice to give them from your current e-commerce journey?
Um, the best advice would probably be to like follow trends on if you're advertising with organic, to follow trends, to like to really look at compares, because if you look at compares and model them, you can really quickly get a viral video, like in less than a week, same as I.
Mhm.
And
Very
you
solid
have,
advice.
and also you have to. A good thing is to really watch statistics on your store, because I think not many people who do e-commerce and drop shipping really pay attention to that. And you can make like small changes to a site and watch the conversion rate, and that's also really important. That's what I think.
Yeah. Very solid. Okay. And
Thanks.
how different did your average day look like before you joined the real world? Was it any different?
Yeah, it was quite different. Um, well, it was partially the same, but the time after school I spent mainly on games and YouTube and like unproductive stuff, just filling my brain with useless knowledge and stuff.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. And what has been the impact of the community within the real world and maybe the wins channels as well? Did they motivate you?
Oh yeah, the wins challenge. I really like how the coins work. There's not
Mhm.
too much that you can do right now with the coins, but it's a pretty cool feature that I think should be expanded
Mhm.
to more to do so you can do more with coins. And also, I really like that you can just ask any question. There's a lot of like people who are very experienced and perhaps a bit older than you, but they can give you a lot of good advice.
Yeah, nice. And since you're on this trajectory, then where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Mm. Short term, I'm probably gonna continue this. Probably get paid ads, scale this, perhaps order stock, maybe put my own packaging, all of that, and yeah, I'm going to probably learn some more skills like freelancing, copywriting. I find them a bit more, like job, but they're still quite good. So I may learn those as well. Try out to just to expand my knowledge, and I'll
Uh,
probably not go to a university. Probably try to really scale this thing up
mhm.
until I'm even 18.
All right.
So yeah,
Yeah, still 4 years ahead. There's so much you can do in that time, especially
yeah.
since you're so far ahead of everyone else at 14 years old, already making thousands of dollars. So completely fair with that plan. And
Thank you.
what kind of an impact would you say Tate had on you?
I really like him. He's a really good speaker. He's pretty motivational. I like
Mhm.
his thinking about depression and all that stuff, and motivation especially. But as a man, you have to have discipline and do what you have to do, not what you feel like doing. You have to do what you're supposed to do, and it has really motivated me on my worst days.
Right. Okay. Um, I guess we can wrap up there then. So,
Yep.
for final question, for people who are unsure about joining the real world because they think it could be a scam for the $50, what advice would you have to them?
I'd say that there's like a very lot of people. There's like 200,000 people there, and I'd recommend you to just join for a month. For like it's not like $1,000. It's not $10,000 like the war room. It's just $50 and join for a month. Work your hardest. Spend your free time on this, especially if you're if you still go to school, and try to make some money because you seriously can do it. It's entirely possible,
Exactly.
regardless of your age. Unless
And
you're a
if you,
toddler, of course. Unless you're like free, still in the stroller, like 2 months old.
and yeah, as you can see, you done it as a 14-year-old. And even in e-commerce as well, where people saying, it's saturated, I can't get into e-commerce. But there you go. You're proof that it's completely possible to make a good amount of money from it, even just when you're technically fairly new to it as well. So who knows how far you can take this? It's just as far as you're willing to go, pretty
Yeah,
much. And will be interesting to see. I want to do follow-up interviews with you. Every 3-4 months, I say, hold you accountable to everything you say and to just check in on your progress. I think
but I have
we'll
to work hard then to
exactly.
keep my
So we'll make
keep
a
my
very
word.
good story just doing these documented interviews. It'll be like snapshots in time. And let's say 4 years down the line, you can look back at yourself at 14, see basically where this all began. And yeah, I think it'll
Yeah,
be make a cool story. All right. So
yeah.
if people want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
Um, they can do so at my website and email. I think just website is good.
Okay.
Do I send it to
You
you?
can just say it out loud and then yeah, send it to me after. I'll add it to the video description.
It's Jim Shackles .com.
Okay.
You can find a contact form there to contact me if you need
Cool.
anything.
I'll add
Yeah.
that to the description of the video. And yeah, Dove, thank you for coming
Yeah.
on. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor. An honor. Yes.
Awesome. And I'll see you probably around January then.
Yep.